Hey guys, welcome back to another design clips video. Today's video is kind of going to show more of process than actual technique. If you remember my last video, we made this card, and while I had all of those supplies out, I usually like to make a couple of different designs once I have all of the supplies out and I've already come up with, what I think is a decent concept or design. So I liked this pairing right here, splitting the sentiments with the die cuts. So that kind of morphed into this card, where I took the die cut and created like a little drop shadow with a color and then broke the sentiment around it again. Just a nice, clean, and simple card. So from there, we morphed into another design, which is the one we're going to create today, which is this one. And, again, they just all kind of morphed from one another. I started with this, took this middle concept and made this, and then I wanted to do something a little bit more, so that turned into this. So this is the card we're going to make today. So to start out with, I created a bunch of these little chipboard pieces by gluing a couple of die cuts together on top of each other, and it just makes it a thicker one. You can see, where I did this. This isn't my idea. I saw it on the web. I've seen it a couple of times on a couple different videos and stuff. So again, I can't take credit for it, but you cut out multiple pieces and glue them together. And what we're going to do is we're going to cover this with glitter. For that, I'm going to be using the Xyron machine, the sticker machine. And I'm going to be running this through to get a film of adhesion to the front, a film of adhesive, sorry. Okay, so I peeled that off, and what happens when you have these little intricate designs is some of the adhesive is all, kind of all over the place. So I used my fingernail at first, but then I realized that I was putting adhesive gunk all over my fingernails. So I decided to just use a pencil and go through and kind of, in those negative spaces, make sure that that sticky adhesive is cleared out of the way. Okay, now that that's done, I've laid down some scratch paper, and I'm going to just cover the front of this with some glitter. This is Stampin' Up's Dazzlin' Diamonds. Okay, now that we've got that all glittered up and glitter all over the place, I'm going to add the drop shadow piece. So this is just another piece cut from Aqua Mist cardstock by Paper Tray Ink. And I'm going to add this to the back side, and I'm going to leave a little bit of the color hanging off. So I'm just offsetting it. And you just lay that right on top. Okay, now that that is done, this is going to be placed on the front of the card here, and we're going to be stamping the sentiment right underneath. I'm using Stampin' Up's Purely Pomegranate. Okay, the die cut is going to sit right there, just like that. And then we're going to hang the mittens off of the J. So I'm using the mittens from Winter Wishes. Okay, now that we've got those stamped, I'm just going to trim them out. Okay, now that I have those cut out, they are going to hang about like this. So I need to attach a little piece of cotton thread here. This is just white crochet thread. And then I'm going to flip it over and just cut off any excess. To attach them, I'm going to add some glue to the back of my letters here, and I'm going to add it all the way up to the very, very edge of the J, because I want it to seal that little string in there. I'm just looping it over the J so that when I push it down, it seals it in there. So I'm going to use some glue dots underneath the mittens just to hold them in place. Really simple way to take one design and morph it into a couple of different designs. You know, starting here to here to here. And then from here, you know, once I find a design I like, I usually like to try it in a couple different color combos as well. So I tried it also with a rustic cream card base using the same Purely Pomegranate, but this time with a little bit of sweet blush from Paper Tray Ink underneath. I think it's super cute, and I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.